Hey everyone, how's you guys doing today? I'm Kyrie, and if you want to try good book recommendations or don't have time, maybe too lazy for read a book, you guys coming to the right place. I am Kyrie, and today we're reviewing Thinking Fast and Slow by Professor Daniel Kahneman. My thesis is really straightforward. Manager can make a better and fairer decision when they know when to rely on the fast intuitions and when to pause for the deliberate analysis. Over the next 10 minutes, I will do four things for you. First, clarify why book topic important for OB student and future manager. You can use this to apply in your job too. Second, share three lessons from the book that generally shaped my thinking. Third one, offer two constructive critique and show how to make ideal work inside real organizations. And finally, I will close my three practical actions and you can try to improve your work. So now we come to topic important. Why does this book matter for us as an organization behavior student? Mainly it's explained to model of thought, like your left and right brain. System 1 is really fast and automatic, and System 2 is slow and deliberate. The most manageable judgments start in System 1. And System 2 often occur without a full check, no matter because the core test judgment heavy. We interview, rate performance of the test, also set approaches, negotiate with your client, and make changes for your decisions. The core risk is that Kahneman call what you see is all there is. We build quick, coherent, story limit information that lead to predictable errors such as anchoring, availability, base rate necklace, the planning policy, and also loss aversions. The value of the book is not ban intuition. It's to pair intuition in the line processes such as outside view check, the clear risk policy, and also the payment is better accuracies, fairer outcome, and also the stronger learning culture. We will take a deep look about that. So now we come to the three top lessons. So the first lesson we will learn is about two systems. Let's look at this example. The bat and the ball cost $1.10 in total. The bat costs $1 and more than the ball. How much the ball is? Take a few minutes.
2 hours later.
If you said that 10 cents, that is because you use system 1, which is fast, fluent, and confident you use daily. But this is wrong. At 10 cents, the total would be $1.20. Look at these solutions. The correct answer is 5 cents. And getting the required system 2, which is slow and for through checking because it takes effort to analyze as their information inside your head. This is burden heavy management. System 1 is default. It sports the button and completes the story for you, but it's also shortcuts like substitutions, answering the easier questions without nothing, cognitive ease, where the fluent answer feels true. The system 2, in the other hand, is like your supervisor. It can verify the number, the tech logic, and also override first impressions, but it's limited and often purpose them in the initial story. So the core here is you have to stakes are high, the feedback is low, and the competent people disagree will trigger the system 2. Now we come to lesson 2, which is heuristic. Start with anchoring. In the top banner, 30K feels expensive. In the bottom banner, after seeing 60K, 30K discount suddenly feel like you have a good price for a car. The car didn't change, only the first number did. The anchor resets the references point and break later judgment. Inside his term supply and its work in the same way. So secondly, we talk about the availability. So the virus complaint incident come to the mind, feel common, but even the full data set is so rare to happen. The third one, we talk about representativeness with a base rate necklace. The candidate look for the part, and we ignore the base rate only 1 in 4 similar high hit target. They don't have enough requirement for the position. Or we talk about the law of the small number. One freshman NPS look like a turnover, but no, it's usually it's noise. So the tip here in the organization, please run independent estimate before seeing an anchor. Always ask the base rate. Check the sample size and also the label when you compare with the full data. So now we will come to lesson 3, which are progress theory and to sell. So basically, purpose theory explains why equal numbers do not feel equal. And we judge outcome as gain and lose related to reference body. Lose feel larger than the same sign with gain. Everybody know that. We also overweight the small probability and underweight near certainty. So suppose we have two options. The first option, you should gain 900 job. And option B is 90% chance to gain 1,000 job. Most people choose A because it's more guaranteed. But now we twist into the lose. A sure lose 900 job compared with 90% chance to lose 1,000 job. So in this case, many people switch the risky option, that is the option B, because the outcome have the same best value. The frame and the reference body change the reference, that the lose aversion probability waning in the action. And you also see endowment effect too. When we order something, like the purchase or the timeline, we value it more than outsider do. So about Kahneman, then separate two cells. The experience cell live moment in the real life, that is you currently, and the remember cell edit the story later. That's based on your experience on the best, in the past. Memory give extra weight than the big, and the ending pay the little attention duration. This is called big end rule. The meeting at the end with the clear next step recognitions is remembered as the bester, even if in the middle of the messy. We'll come to the first critic. The both mainly trained individual cognitive that have, but if we stop there, two things will happen. The first, bias control fade when deadline hit. The second, people get blame error that process aloud. What is missing? The structural design that make good judgment for the default. Here's how you can fix that. There are four steps. The first is like template. In business can hiring firm include an outside view prompt. Also need a base ratio independent estimate record before anchor. And also the role. Create a small challenge network, review major decision, assign rotating advocate to the decent legitimate, not for the person. And next is about the ritual. Run 10 minutes break before you kick off to something. Keep your pre-decision journal that capture assumption and confidence, and use the written risk policy to choose the frame as a portfolio rather than just one op-ed. And finally is track the metric. Review the worst case, error, and also configurations each month. Log how the break risk, change the plan, and also watch the fairness indicator and hiring promotion. We will come to the next critic, which is replications. Some lab effect, especially subtle priming, so the mixed replications and small effect size with the multi-site studies. The sample are often really weird and test low the stakes. So the results may not travel to regulated or high-pressure workplace or across cultural, but it's maybe also heuristic can be adapted with a key reliable and feedback is fast. So how to fix this? The mask must be the tool to environment. In the various fast feedback, the main use simple rule with a light audience. In noisy, slow feedback, decisions require slow check. Outside view, reference classification, more deeper analysis in the test, and you have to remember the policies. The test before scaling with the small pilots and reset the metric. Track calculation and forecast error with the decision order. Localized language and node boundary condition. So this doesn't weaken the book. This strengthness is verifying the work in the out context and also the scaling only do for practice. On to the practical tips. So the first tip is 2 minutes based on the grade check. So before approving a plan or even the project, write one line please. What happened to the comparable cases? Start with the outside number, then adjust for the specific and deeply. Number two, anchoring defense by protocol. So we have learned about anchoring in the second lesson. So when the first number appears, pause, take an effort to analyze it, and write your independent estimate with the driver. Only review and discuss the anchor. And tip number three is 10 minutes break and strong ending. We have learned about in lesson 3 that Our brain cannot take all the tasks at one time. It needs a break. Thank you for your listening and your attention.